What's really good? How everybody doing today? It's a good, beautiful day in Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada right now. You chopping it up with your boy, Professor Intrig. And I have a real hot button issue that I feel like really needs to be discussed. And this is my topic. Why do black men and black women feel the need to put each other down to justify whatever issue or whatever it is they choosing to do? So case in point, right? And I think this topic heavily is based off relationships and courting and dating. You know, I'm a black man and I have to be careful about how I word things because I understand that my sisters take a lot of things to heart. And it's understandable. As black people, we all take, you know what I'm saying? Like we just naturally defensive. It is what it is. But I want to put this disclaimer out early. I'm not here to point the finger. It's not my intention. It's to point the finger, to downgrade, demean, or to make people seem like something that they're not. My whole purpose is to just provide food for thought and a different perspective on the way the majority of us have, on the majority outlook of dating and courting when it comes to black people. Now, I'm gonna start off by saying interracial relationships been around since the beginning of time. Okay, if you don't know, and if you that naive, I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, if you're that naive to think that interracial relationships just started in America, like interracial relationships been going on around all the time for as long as life been around. So that's not the issue. My issue is, and I'm gonna start with the brothers, just just so the ladies understand that I'm not being biased about this. I'll start with the brothers, right? A lot of brothers, a lot of brothers, not all, but a lot of brothers do have a habit of demeaning and depreciating the value of their black queen or their supposed queen. Okay? Have a habit of not encouraging them or making them feel like, because he is the alpha in a relationship, that she can't be an alpha as well. And that has helped fuel, what a lot of black women feel about black men today. Um, we're going to get to all the other stuff that y'all name. Start right there with that. Okay? Also, you know, it doesn't help that how we congregate, right? You know the statement used to be bros before hoes. And that is true when you're dealing with hoes. Now don't get me wrong. Hoes ain't just women. Men could be hoes too. Hella hoish. So we're not gonna act like it's just women. Damn. Cause these not the kicks I was supposed to be wearing to work. Fuck it. I just realized, how you be walking and your feet don't feel the same and you like. But anyway. So now also I'm gonna say this too. Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's a little hotter than it's been the last few days. But when I get off work, it ain't gonna be as hot. It's gonna be cold in the motherfucker. So you gotta prepare. So anyway, also, like I say, these would be the statement bros before hoes. When you dealing with hoes, yeah. And just like a sisterhood, you know what I'm saying? It should be sisters before these little slurs. It should be. It's how it should work. But You gotta know the difference between fucking with a hoe and fucking with a legit prospect. Okay? That's the first thing. Another thing. My brothers, right? There's nothing wrong with having aspirations. But first you have to have aspirations, bro. People can't just aspire to be, you know what I'm saying? Can't just aspire to be drug lords. Like that's not how this works. You gotta want something more. Okay? Women, black women nowadays have more opportunities than they ever had before. So most likely, no matter how she's getting it, you're gonna come across a woman who's got some type of hustle to her. Whether it be a legit hustle, scheming dudes, or manipulating situations, whatever it is, all that shit is a hustle. So you have to, you brothers have to recognize what type of counterpart they need and how that helps them become the alpha that they need to be. Okay? I hear a lot of brothers saying, oh, sisters don't treat us like the white women do, or like the Asians do, or like the Puerto Ricans do, or the Hispanics. I'll just say Hispanics. I don't mean to put it as one, just with the Hispanics, right? And my thing about that is, of course, they're not going to treat you, they're going to look at you and try to, because ultimately the black man is like the ultimate being. The black person is like the ultimate being. But the black man has the juice to create life. Like women have the vessel to carry life into the world. Men have the semen to actually create the life. So you have to understand your power and worth. Okay? First off. Secondly, if you choose to want to, kick it with a chick that's not a, if you're a black guy and you choose to kick it with a female of another race, there's nothing wrong with that. My problem is, though, don't make it seem like black women ain't shit because of the chicks you chose to fuck with. And I'll emphasize that. You chose the chicks you want to fuck with. Okay? You chose her. If you knew she was like this and you thought you could change her, you was a dumbass. That's your fault. That don't mean all black women is like that. And that don't mean it's okay for you to basically dog and mistreat every black chick you come across because you mad about the one that you either lost or had. Now let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit goes on in all races and backgrounds. It's not just limited to us. It's just only our shit is highly publicized and highly promoted and put out in the media. So I need you to understand, I need everybody to understand that everybody else shouldn't be, every other background and entity shouldn't be allowed to dictate what is our standards of being our race or our brand or our background of our culture. That is our job, to set the standard and to set, what should be the norm or the quality of, or however you want to word it, okay? My brothers, you got to do better. Now, that's not all brothers, that's some brothers. Because it's a lot of brothers, like myself, who value a black queens, who understand that her independence is why I like her so much. I understand that she's fighting the same fight I fight, and we're trying to improve our status of life to become something more and to bring others along with us that can improve their life and standard and become something more. Okay? Brothers, we have to lead. And we have to start leading as a unit. It doesn't work if it's 10 brothers in a group and 2 of them or 3 of them is good at leading, but the other 7, because they not the leaders, don't want to follow. Or because they're not the ones, who probably is in the best position to make it pop or flourish. Now all of a sudden it's an issue. Bro, Jealousy is a female's trait, no offense. But sizing up the competition and, you know, saying this and that about, hey, that's what women do. Man, we don't do that. It's all about polish. You know what I'm saying? It's all about integrity. It's all about understanding that I know that that my woman is emotional. I understand that she's a very moody creature, but this is why she needs me. This is why I'm in her life, to help her bring that to a positive head, to help her understand and realize that because she's emotional and moody doesn't it's not a negative, it is a positive. It's just your perspective or how you use it is what really need to be altered. You know what I'm saying? The way you thinking about it or the way you're trying to categorize it just need to be altered and just put in the right direction. That's all. And that's what this man's for. That's what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I don't like the fact that a lot of black men, I ain't gonna say a lot of them, but it's a nice amount, you know, are into the homosexuality thing, man. Because we're already under a lot of scrutiny. I don't, you know, your sexual preference is your sexual preference. I'm not tripping on it. But it's bigger than you. As the statement go, it's bigger than Nino Brown. It's bigger than you, bro. You don't just rep for every black person out here. I want you to understand something. It doesn't matter if you agree or not, because just look at the world around you. You don't gotta believe me. Believe what you can prove. And I can prove that every black person in this world represents every other black person in this world. And it's only like that with our culture. No, I'm a lie. We the only culture that don't understand the importance of that. That's what it is. We the only culture don't understand the importance of you represent every last one of your people when you go out. Society has made it this way. And because we are naturally made up the way we are made up, it is like this until we are the controllers of the major entities. It's going to be like this. The only way it's going to change is if we unify. You know what I'm saying? Now, brothers, we got to do better, man. We got to start encouraging our women more. We have to stop looking at our women as competition. They're not competition. They're counterparts. They don't take away from your man. They only add to your man. Because understand, if you have a very strong, polished, and hard-working woman, and she is willingly submitting to you, this only shows how much of an alpha you are. And to show her respect, you need to act accordingly. It's not that she's running you or she's the dictator. It's just about respect. If she respects you enough to uphold her standards and be a certain way, you feel what I'm saying? Just in representation of you, then you need to do the same for her. And, you know, by your actions show why it's okay for her to do this, why she willingly does this, why she is comfortable doing this. You know what I'm saying? If she's trying to make you the alpha and you out here doing fuck shit, and I mean fuck shit like, you know, she, okay, if she paying the bills, bro, help out. Clean up the house, cater to her, you know, get you a fucking job. If you ain't got to get you a job, bro, create a business. Create some type of money avenue. Not just for her, but for you as a man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't grind, you don't shine. A lot of people don't like Mike Jones, but man, that was some of the realest shit ever said. If you don't work as a man, you do not eat. So for all these guys who out here willingly getting their everyday meals and nourishment off the backs of hardworking women without no type of help, without helping them or encouraging them, man, you a piece of shit. And you the type of brother that these chicks is talking about. You're the type of brother that's making it hard for the rest of us brothers when we come across these good ass women. You feel what I'm saying? By the time us guys get to the good woman, she done been so hurt by so many fuck niggas. Excuse me, I shouldn't say, I'm sorry for saying that word. But she's been hurt by so many, you know, unpolished brothers that she's looking at the world in a crazy perspective. Now, if you understand the dynamics of men and women, you understand why you shouldn't look at that and be like, oh, this bitch that. No, man, women are just naturally like that, you feel me? Women are naturally emotional. They naturally, you know, are nurturing and empathetic. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they supposed to be. I mean, she's a soft, delicate creature, my guy. You're supposed to treat her as a fragile object. You know what I'm saying? Not as a kid, not as your property, but just as something that you're willing to protect by all means necessary. And in my opinion, if you're not willing to protect her with all means necessary, there's no need for you to be with her as her dude. Now, if y'all just fucking and y'all want to be fuck buddies, fine, man, that's cool. If y'all just like being around each other and y'all like to date sometimes and be in each other's company, that's cool. But if you're not gonna fully protect her, be ready to lay your life on the line to protect her, then you shouldn't be with her. And you damn sure shouldn't be trying to marry her. Okay? People get married for the I feel like brothers choose wives for the wrong reason nowadays. You feel what I'm saying? You have to choose a woman who enhances you as a man, not a woman who's leeching off you, or a woman who just sees you as an asset to enhance her. You need to be choosing and courting with women who help make you better than what you are, who help improve your mind state, your emotional state, your physical state, your perspective. You feel what I'm saying? Who encourage you, women that make you feel like I can get out here and take on the world. These are the type of women you should be messing with. So if you choosing these fuck ass, ratchet ass bitches who ain't really about shit or ain't trying to do shit, brother, that's on you. Because you knew she wasn't shit when you started fucking with her. That is on you. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta do better. We gotta stop judging each other. Men, us black men, gotta stop looking at each other like, oh, the chick I like him, so now I don't like him, and you know I'ma start doing fuck shit. Hey, bruh, that's some female shit, bruh. That's some female shit, bruh. All this pocket watching and shit, that's female shit, bruh. No dude should be pocket watching another dude. It doesn't matter what that person makes. It's not your business. It's not your business how that man chooses to go about feeding himself or his family or making his bread. It's not your business. It's not. Now, if this man chooses to include you on that information, so be it. But it still don't make it your goddamn business. It don't. It's not your business. You know what I'm saying? You should be more concerned with your own pockets and securing your own bag and making sure your own foundation is set versus worrying about why this man got it like this or that man got it like that. Because we're not in the era of the 1900s where there's not ways to make money. In this era, we can make money off anything and everything. Everything is a monetary profit. It's just about where your work ethic at. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say a lot of dudes don't have work ethic. A lot of dudes do got a work ethic. They just misguided. You know what I'm saying? And to that point, why are a lot of dudes misguided? Well, this probably is the segue that transitioned me from talking about the black man to the black woman. Okay? This is the segue. So, for example, women ask the question why men aren't the way they used to be. First and foremost, how many men are solely raised by women? I'm not saying that as is a negative thing. I just want you to follow the breadcrumbs. I need you to hear me all the way out and follow the breadcrumbs before you get emotional or get all defensive. Follow the breadcrumbs, okay? There's a lot of single mothers out here. And it's been a lot of single mothers for decades. Decades. 50, 60 years. You see what I'm saying? So, the first thing you have to recognize from women, from your point of view, the first thing you have to recognize is most of the men that you're choosing weren't raised by men. So it's not that they can't treat a woman right. They may have never been taught how to treat a woman right. I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm just saying it's the facts. How many mothers raise their kids on their own? How many? So you know for a fact that it's a good possibility that 7 out of every 10 black homes is a single parent. And at least 5 of those are single mothers. That's the first thing. Okay? Secondly, you need to understand that the black man is under attack. Y'all, I'm sorry. I feel like black women No, I won't start there. I'll start like this. In this era, black women have way more opportunities they ever had in life. A woman could be whatever she wants. Women have been fighting for, oh, treat us like the men, and we should get opportunities like the men, and that's what y'all on, right? Now y'all in this era, right? So now you could pick and choose whether you want a man or not, because you don't need a man to be secure. You can get your own bag. But now a lot of women getting their own bag, and now they want to fuck with women. Is that a man's fault that you want to fuck with a woman? No, it's not. It's your choice. So stop blaming black men for shit that you choose to do. Okay? Another thing. Of course we're dying, we're getting shot and killed. Of course we're going to jail and things like that. But let's talk about the number of women who abuse good dudes. The number of women who get mad because a top flight dude don't want to fuck with her, and now she done got him set up and killed and robbed. How about that? How about the good dude that because he didn't want to do what she wanted him to do, she got him locked up in jail, or fucked up his credit to the point. What about those? How many of those good men got taken off the market? You know, I'm a firm believer in, if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So you have to pick and choose what side you want to be on. Okay? Another thing, right? A lot of black women, you find what I'm saying, be like, oh, it's a shortage of Jews out here, but you be the same black women encouraging this homosexuality shit. So it's like, how you gonna claim to not be something wrong, but you're encouraging this shit that helps take away from the quality of product or the quantity of the product? Shit makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense. It's a lot of good ass brothers out here, man, that's out here working, grinding, trying to get to a comfortable state, if not just maintain a comfortable state. And what do most chicks do, man? Y'all look at a dude for his assets. Fuck what he about, where his morals at, where his standards at, his outlook on life, and his polishness. Most of y'all care about is what he got, what he has, what he been done had, how much he can make it seem like he's so much on this level above everybody else. Then you get mad when you don't take the time. You get mad when you don't take the time out to investigate, to verify if everything he telling you is the truth, and you find out he a fraud. But now you just spent several years, multiple thousand days with this guy. You done invested all this time in him, and now you mad at him because you didn't investigate if he was real or not. It's the same for the goose. It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander. If I'm going to get on the guys about not investigating the chicks they choose to choose, I'm going to investigate the women too. And I'm going to investigate y'all even more, because it's more of y'all. It's more of y'all. It's more of y'all. A whole lot more of y'all than it is of us. Hold on. So, another thing I don't like. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. How you doing today, man? Break out my password. Yeah, I'm on the windows. So, like, you gotta thoroughly, like, investigate who you're trying to fuck with. I mean, you know, it's not just black and white. Everything's not just black and white. There's a hell of a gray area, a big ass gray area. And this era has provided a lot of gray areas. Now, my overall consensus, though, is that a lot of the bickering and back and forth between black men and black women has a lot to do with society and how each other is portrayed or displayed to the masses via communication, or you know what I'm saying, and that is basically adding to the
Now
centuries of
station
brainwashing that we've
110,
already been going
transfer
through.
for Route
Listen, I
104.
know this. I'm on the bus and shit, so y'all gotta bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm on the bus. It's cool. I'm a grinding black man on my way to work. You feel what I'm saying? Just to give an example, I'm a man with 3 degrees. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I
Attention
done
customers.
lived in
You
multiple
must pay
places.
fare to board.
I've been single the
The
last
RTC
7 years.
does not allow
You know why
courtesy
I've been single
rides
the last
for
7 years?
any
Because I've been
passengers.
working on me.
Atención pasajeros.
I've been working on to
Deben
make
pagar
sure
la
that
tarifa
I'm
al
a quality
abordar.
product
La
so
RTC no
I can
ofrece
raise
viajes
my
de
own family.
cortesía a los pasajeros.
I'm not out here trying to listen. I really don't even like to set the shit for women because I don't like the fact that women like to hold things over their head. At the same token, men do it too. And I'm just speaking from my perspective and my experiences. Women like to hold shit over your head. You know, oh, I did this for you and I did that for you. And I'm a firm believer in if you gotta throw it in my face, don't do it for me. I don't want nor need your help if you feel like you gotta throw it in my face. Fuck all that. I can do it. I'm fully capable of doing it myself. Okay, more than able to do it on my own.
Stop requested.
But I feel like
That's clear. All
society
doors are opening
is
or
being
closing.
allowed to dictate how we view each other, and that has to stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. Okay. Nobody can set the standard for us but us. Nobody. Nobody knows what it's like to be black but the people that are black. You don't know what the everyday struggle is. You don't know what the everyday hassle is, okay? So we need to be
Now
working more
attention.
together as a
Rainbow.
unit,
Transfer for
okay?
Route 101.
Regardless of who you love
Stop
or who you
requested.
want to be around.
That's clear.
I
All
feel
doors
like
are
if you
opening
do
or
court with somebody
closing.
of another race and they have an issue with you, um, doing things for your race or promoting or, encouraging the people of your background, then you shouldn't be with that person, okay? Because anybody that you be with should encourage and enhance who you are. Period. They should enhance who you are. They should make you better after. They shouldn't bring you down or depreciate your value or abuse you or none of that. You know what I'm saying? And if you the person in your history of life where you've been with multiple abusive mates, you have to look at yourself and ask yourself when is enough of enough. When do you up the value of your worth? When do you raise the appraisal of your value?
Hold
When
on.
do
The
you
bus
do
will
that?
be in motion.
And that's nothing nobody else could do. You have to do that on your own. That's for anybody. Men, women, child. You have to set the standard of your value. But you have to be realistic about it. You can't just say, oh, because I like this and I think I want that, that I deserve that. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. I mean, you can do that, but are you being realistic? Are you being realistic with who you are? Being realistic about, what you're doing or where you're at in life or what you're aspiring for. Well, if you're not doing that, then it's hard for you to set the price on what your value is. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, your value should your worth should be invaluable. It shouldn't be a dollar amount or an asset amount that can value who you are. That should be it should be a whole different type of measuring stick for that. But a lot of people don't know their worth. A lot of people don't know their value. A lot of people don't take the time out to learn themselves and learn how to please themselves or to make themselves happy. They're constantly searching for somebody else to make them happy or
Hold
to
on.
give
The
them
bus will
approval
be in
about who
motion.
they are. And that's just not how it works. Not if you really want it to stick. If you want everybody else to follow suit, it's all about you. How you carry yourself, how you talk, how
Stop
you interact
requested.
with people,
Please stand
what
clear.
your
All doors
values,
are
what your
opening or
principles and
closing.
morals are. That's how you set the standard for your worth. And this is how you should be measuring your counterpart. I hear people say, oh, if a person don't got this or got that, then I can't fuck with them. But you don't got that. How you like, oh, I ain't fucking with somebody who don't got a car or got their own spot, and you don't have a car or your own spot. Oh, like you out here, oh, I don't want to fuck with nobody who ain't got no job, but you ain't got no job. Period, man. This ain't the 1900s. Taking care of your kids is what you're supposed to do. You don't get fucking brownie points or kudos for doing what you're supposed to do. Children didn't ask to be here. It's not their job to take care of themselves. Not until they get to the age where it's legally okay for them to take care of themselves. And even still, that doesn't make them less of your child. It's still your child. It's still your baby. It's still your creation. And if you're not gonna love that child with all your heart and try to protect them from all this cruelty in the world, you shouldn't be having kids. Period. You just it's kind of just it's counterproductive, man. It doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. You know what I mean? So we have to do better as a human. It is okay. It is really okay for you to like somebody of the opposite of back door. To like somebody of a different background or a different culture. It's perfectly okay. It's not okay if you putting out your culture or background to validate why you like that person. That's corny. That's some coon shit. Some Uncle Tom type shit. If you want to do something, man, just do it. You don't need an excuse. The only excuse you need is that you want to do it. You're grown. When you grown, you do whatever the fuck you want, however the fuck you want, whatever the fuck you choose to. Because you're grown. You're responsible for your own actions. You're responsible for your own results. It's not nobody else's job. And people have to take more accountability for themselves, which is really lacking in this era. It's always this person's fault, or it's that person's fault, or it's their fault. Now, don't get me wrong, it may be a lot of contributing factors, but ultimately, the faults lie on your decision making. You know, every choice or decision that you make is up to you. Now, don't get me wrong, we be in a lot of rock and a hard place situations, the lesser of two evil type things. And that happens in life, but it's still your choice. You still control the outcome to a large degree. And if you don't want to be in those situations, man, you have to be more proactive about what you're doing. You have to think more forward ahead about the things you're getting into or the people you're getting involved with or the things you choose to do. A lot of people make so many decisions off their emotions and how they feel. And if you're making every decision off how you feel, you ain't gonna really never have a solid foundation. Because if everybody did everything off how they feel, this world would be a lot more fucked up than it is now. A lot more. A whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason for guidelines and principles and values and standards. Because every decision can't be made emotionally. It has to be made with some type of real facts and some logical rationale. This is how you make decisions. This is how things get. This is how you become more productive. People looking for other people to validate them or make them feel complete. You have to make yourself feel complete. You have to do that, especially if you got kids, man. Kids are the future, and you have to not only tell kids, but you have to show kids how to make themselves a valuable commodity. How to how to how they can make themselves. Hello. I'm on my way to work, but I'm YouTube live going. I'm on the bus YouTube live doing going over a topic of why do the issue between black men and black women, or why they feel the need to. Yeah. No, you good. You don't gotta apologize. You good. You supposed to call me when you got up anyway. So Go ahead. Well, yesterday they just started handing out the promotions and
Approach
transfers,
Buffalo.
so I probably
For
won't
Route
really have a better
121.
assessment of that for another couple weeks. But I do know my GM and my executive has already been on record recommending me to be a KM. So we're gonna see how that. We're gonna see how fast or slow this process works. But they literally just started handing out the promotions and shit yesterday, so I don't really know what happened with. All right, yeah, no, I'll have a more better assessment, like I said, in a couple weeks, definitely in the next 30. But shit, we just keep in contact up until the days and shit, you will know when I know. For sure. That's cool. You're supposed to be able to call and ask me. Shit, that's how this works. No, what's good today though? Everything cool so far? Oh, you getting out on the early side? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, 3 to 11, like always. Yeah, yeah, no, you good, you good. But I don't know. It probably gonna be slow today. It was slow. It was like way slow yesterday. They like I said, they gave out my second, my sous chef just got promoted to KM at another spot, and then the guy who was training me just got promoted to assistant to his spot as assistant KM at our location. They got another chick that used to be an AKM that's coming back and they're bringing her in as lead line cook. So, like I said, I don't really know how it's gonna play out because my second in command already told me like when he leaves, he want me to go with him because he want me to be his AKM. So I don't know. We just like I say, I don't really know how they gonna play it though. I'm just kind of just speculating. And my boss is playing it close to the chest, so even though they usually give me the heads up before they give it to anybody else, but they still playing it close to the vest. Right. Which I be telling them, like, no, I understand how this works. It's cool. Yeah, I think they be heavily appreciative of the fact that I do understand, and I know how it works. You know me, man. I ain't tripping. As long as you keeping it real with me, I don't necessarily tripping. It is what it is. But we gonna see though. We gonna see how it play out this next month. Once I know, then I can really give you some concrete information. All right, yeah, for sure, sure. Make sure you call me. All right, yeah. Yeah, that's my home from the AZ. That's my brother, right? That's my fucking brother. He's from a whole different culture and background, but that's my motherfucking
Now
brother. You
approaching
hear me?
Mariner.
Ain't nobody or nothing gonna change that. You hear me? That's my home. We ride together, we die together, bad boys for life. And there's only two people I use that saying with. Him and my motherfucking my cousin, my teammate. You know what I'm saying? We ride together, we die together, bad boys for life. But I appreciate y'all holding on while I had that little combo. But I'm just at a mindset though, like we need to stop putting each other down to justify why we want to do something else. If your preference of love is not somebody of your cultural background, that is perfectly fine. But it's not perfectly fine to make you seem like they're so inferior to your choice. Be fucking adult, be grown, and say I do because I want to, and you won't have no backlash. People don't understand that the reason that they have backlash is they come up with these crazy ass reasons or excuses why they want to do something, when you could just do it because you want to and leave it at that. Who's gonna argue with that? How can you argue with that? Oh, why is it this? Because I felt like it. This is what I feel like doing. This is what I want to do. Oh, okay. Opinions like assholes, man. Everybody gonna have them. There's not gonna be a situation where everybody likes everything that you do. Life doesn't work like that. You got people who are for, and you got people who are against. This is on every subject, every situation of life. So for those who feel like they can change that, or because you who you are, the world supposed to work differently, it don't work like that. I'm gonna tell you, the only thing in this world that's unbiased is money. Money don't give a fuck who you are or where you're from. If you can acquire it, you can obtain it. Bottom line. Bottom line. So, people, I feel like people need to focus on more on improving themselves and improving their lives and focus on what their values and morals is before they start trying to select a counterpart or somebody they want to be with. People need to stop comparing their lives to what they feel like they see everybody else doing and trying to make decisions off their lives based off
Stop
that.
requested. Please
That
stand clear.
that's some
Doors are
childish shit,
opening or
man.
closing.
That's kid shit. Kids do that. Kids make decisions on we adults, man. We've been through that stage. It's the whole reason for going through adolescence and your teenage years and even your early 20s and college years. It's the whole reason for that. So you can learn how to deal with your emotions enough and figure out who you are to be. This is it. You know what I'm saying? But you'll have to really understand how society has really altered what values and morals are. And at some point, you have to reclaim that for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to set the standard on what is what. If you don't set your own standards or make your own rules, then somebody else gonna do it. As the saying goes, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. So it's like, what do you stand for? What do you represent? You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me when I was younger that you have to strive for something bigger than yourself to achieve greatness in life. To be fully satisfied, to be really comfortable in who you are, you have to be willing to sacrifice for something bigger than yourself. So the question is, what do you hold valuable more than you? I mean, is it your kids? Is it your work? Is it your culture? Is it assets? I mean, what is it? Is it a peace of mind? What is it? What is it that you hold in the highest regard? And if you don't know that, then you definitely need to figure that out before you call yourself trying to date people or integrate your life with somebody else's. Because don't nobody got time for that shit. People got shit to do out here, man. People have dreams and aspirations and goals. I don't know who made y'all believe that people don't, but that's not real. There's a lot of people out here who want something out of life. A lot of something at that. Hold on right quick. It's getting out of hand, man. But my granny always told me that if you're going to offer your opinion, offer some solutions. And if you're not going to offer your solutions when you offer your criticism or your opinion, then you shouldn't say anything. Okay? So these are my suggested solutions. The first and foremost is I feel like black folks need to to hold the black brand in a higher regard and with more respect. You're being rude to you if you're calling somebody else of your race all type of crazy names and treating them disrespectfully, because that person is a reflection of you, whether you like it or not. Whether you want to believe that or not, that person is a reflection of you because you come from this entity. And regardless of how you do or don't like it, this is how society works. People are categorized from what their backgrounds are. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know why? Because we're all different for a reason. We're all brands for a reason. Tylenol, ibuprofen, Motrin, they all make pain pills. They all different brands. Okay? And it's like that for a reason. Okay, you have to uphold your brand. If a worker of Tylenol was out here saying, "Oh, Motrin better, wooty wooty why," then guess what will happen to that person that worked for Tylenol? They would get fired. You know why? Because you're not upholding the brand. Oh, how does Peel brands relate to this? A brand is a brand. Okay, and I say brand, and I treat it like and I keep wording it as brand because this is the era of money. Everything is about money. Everything is about value and assets and appreciate appraisal and depreciation. So it's like, how do you expect people to view you as a top quality product if they don't even view your brand as a worthwhile product? Or even in our situation, if we if people is holding our brand to a higher regard better than us, how does that work? How does that even sound? And somebody else values what you are more than you value what you are. That don't even make sense, bro. Sis, none of that makes sense, man. It makes no sense. So we have to start respecting each other more and respecting what our brand means more. You know what I'm saying? And we have to stop putting each other down and pointing the finger because that's all society wants. Society doesn't want us to unify and become a solid one mind, one sound. Okay? But because and I say that they know they don't want us to do that because they know if we do, we'll take over the world. We would literally run the world. Now, another thing is you gotta be willing to die for this shit. I'm not gonna even lie to you. When you are willing and ready to give your life up for something, when you make a conscious effort to say, I'll die for this, you appreciate it and respect it even more. I'm gonna use this example on this broadcast and I'll use on a couple other broadcasts, man. And I've said about the Olympics. Other countries, when they see their natives competing, they will do any and everything to try to help that person win. It doesn't matter if they know them or not. It doesn't matter. All they care about is that person is the same as me. And by them winning, it makes us as a whole look better. So what we're going to do is whatever means necessary to uphold that brand. And black folks don't do that. We're not taking an approach of any means necessary. Now, society, when Malcolm X said the statement, most media mainstream tried to make it seem like, oh, he was being on some old bullshit. But let's be honest, bro. Think about how many things in your life you treat by any means necessary. If you a type of person who own your own house or your own car, you're going to uphold that shit by any means necessary. If you're a person who has aspirations to become something, you're going to take any means necessary to reach that goal. So why all of a sudden, when he says you have to use by any means necessary to protect the black brand or to uphold it and to make other people respect it more, why all of a sudden he a villain? I need y'all to understand how this shit works. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not really taking into account how this shit really works. And y'all need to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to end my live today. I appreciate y'all chiming in or checking in and peeping the video out. Make sure you rewatch, discuss with your peoples, like, share. Please leave comments and please encourage everybody to subscribe to our page, Loyalty and Nothing TV. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see more talks with Professor Intrig. But y'all have a positive day. Please stay blessed and understand it's hard for you to love anybody or anybody to love you if you don't love yourself. So you have to love yourself first. And the first part of loving yourself is being honest with yourself about where you are and who you are at this point in time in life. Because that's the only way you're going to get better. You're going to evolve and become the person that you really can be. So I love all my people. Y'all be good, stay blessed, and just just do this for me, man. Just every day, try to encourage as many black folks as you can. I don't care if you don't like them. I don't care none of that. Just take it. Just try to take days. If it's just one day out the week. Just take one day where you say, all I'm gonna do is spread positivity among my people. Even if they talking about some bullshit or it seems like it's some ratchet shit going on, I'm going to, I'm going to make a conscious effort to insert some positivity into that situation. You don't got to go hard at it, but just insert some encouraging words or, you know what I'm saying, so empowering food for thought. This is it. Do that for me. I love y'all.